What's up, y'all? Y'all know what this is. It's Ruby Sundays. You know what? Another week, another round of games. But with the playoffs just 1 week away, we had to go ahead and give you the scenarios in which certain teams are going to get to the playoffs and other teams won't. Okay, so real quick, essentially, as you all can see, Real American Gangsters is already in, already secured a bye. Chuck Norris is in, Big D is in, Lakaka is in, and Aliens is in. Okay, that's 5 spots. 1 spot is left open. Reapers is out, and Heavy Whales is out. They're the only 2 teams that are eliminated. So essentially, we've got 6 playoff spots. We got 10 teams still in the runnings, alright? And essentially, 5 of those spots have already been decided, so we got 1 spot for 5 teams, okay? So, we're going to try to go over some of the scenarios. Now, mind you, I don't exactly know if these are correct. In fact, I have no idea if they're correct. The only one I'm sure of is the first one. Everything after that, I'm not exactly sure. But we'll hopefully shed some light on it because we got a bunch of 5 and 7 teams and 1 6 and 6 team, and we don't know how it's going to pan out, okay? So, here we go. First scenario is if Iwillcrushchris beats HotSizzleAsCommish, Iwillcrushchris is in the playoffs, okay? His scenario is the simplest. He wins, he's in, okay? So that's the first scenario. That's the one I'm most sure about. Everything after that, we're going to look and see, okay? And incidentally, if you're wondering how the rankings and how the playoff seedings are done now, you know, based on if the playoffs were to start today or something, if you go from the main screen where it has the standings and you click playoffs, you'll see in the right hand panel it actually describes that how the tiebreakers are broken down. It does it by best head-to-head, best division record. It gets down to like most points, all kinds of stuff, okay? So that's what makes this so confusing and really makes it confusing. Alright, so first scenario, Iwillcrushchris beats Hot Sizzle, he's in, no questions asked. Thunder from Down Under, Texas Sledge, Trainwrecks, and Hot Sizzle, none of them make the playoffs because Iwillcrushchris has the better record at 7-6. Okay? Now, if Iwillcrushchris loses, and in that case, HotSizzleAsCommish wins, he should be in the playoffs, but the only thing is that by him losing to Iwillcrushchris, he will have tied, he'll have the same head-to-head record, they both will have won one, and Iwillcrushchris has the better division record. He'll at least have 2 wins in the division, and Hot Sizzle doesn't have any wins in the division, but after that win, he will have 1 win in the division. So, not sure exactly, but I would think that if HotSizzleAsCommish wins, then he would be in. Otherwise, I don't know why I would still be in the runnings for a playoff spot if the result of this game didn't matter. So, it might not matter. It might be that Iwillcrushchris gets in anyways. But again, we don't know. Okay. That's HotSizzleAsCommish. Now, Thunder from Down Under. Okay, this is where it gets exciting. Okay, if he wins and Iwillcrushchris loses and Trainwrecks loses and Texas Sledgehammers wins or loses, Texas Sledge, it doesn't matter, then I think he gets in. But maybe, just maybe, Hot Sizzle gets in instead of Thunder from Down Under, because he has the better head-to-head record. Again, not exactly sure. As you all can see, there will be some angry people come Monday night next week. Next is Texas Sledgehammers, okay? If Texas Sledgehammers wins, Iwillcrushchris loses again. The common denominator here is Iwillcrushchris loses because that's the one that we're most sure about. Trainwrecks loses, and Thunder from Down Under loses, then he has a good chance of making the playoffs. But again, Hot Sizzle owns the tiebreaker. So by default, Iwillcrushchris losing means Hot Sizzle won. And so Hot Sizzle and Texas Sledge would have the same record. But Hot Sizzle owns the tiebreaker. Again, not sure. It's all crazy. Finally, Trainwrecks. Okay, this is the last of the 5 teams that have the opportunity for this one playoff spot. Trainwrecks needs to win. He needs to win. Texas Sledgehammers needs to lose. Iwillcrushchris needs to lose. But again, Hot Sizzle has the tiebreaker. So it's similar to the Texas Sledgehammer scenario, it's just that it's switched. Texas Sledge has to lose instead of Trainwreck's having to lose. But again, Hot Sizzle owns the tiebreaker. So again, not sure how it's going to pan out. So bottom line is, if Iwillcrushchris wins, everything I said after that first Iwillcrushchris wins thing means absolutely nothing. If he doesn't win, then there are going to be some angry people Monday night. You know, myself included. You know, I've lost some games, some pretty close games already. But so has Trainwreck. So I was looking at his. He's lost, I think, 2 games by a total of like 1.5 points or something. So, you know, bottom line is going to be some angry people either way. But just want to shed a little bit of light. Hopefully that makes a little bit of sense for you. Otherwise, hey, you know, sorry, but we're just going to have to see how it pans out. Again, I have no idea. So keep on the lookout. Last week of the season. It's good that, you know, at least you're in the runnings. You know, the first 5 teams, they already know that they're in. 2 teams know that they're out. The 5 teams are still competing. That's the fun of fantasy football. Ruby Sundays. Good luck to everybody this week.